Welcome. I have this week's reading ready for us. So I wanted to focus a little bit more on root issues or things that we should be paying attention to a little bit more this week. So I pulled from two different decks, and yeah, let's go ahead and see what is going on for this week. So this one is the Mermaids and Dolphins deck, and the first card says tranquility. So it's a time for relaxation, for enjoying meditation, things that we, hobbies that we love, things that we have kind of put to the side and don't necessarily do anymore. This week is time to bring it back and really focus on reminding ourselves of our higher self and our love for ourselves, and doing a lot more self-care. So she's in a bath. So it's it's a nice time to just reflect and kind of be with oneself, and that's what that looks like. So beautiful. All right, and the second card is set your sights higher. So time to kind of recalibrate and think of, what are you looking for this week? It says increase your standards and expect more for yourself, and don't settle. That's a big one. And so reminding us that universe is big. It doesn't have any limits. It's abundant always. And so what are we wishing for? What are we looking for? What we can look back and see what we've done and how we want things to be different for us, and how we can just ask and kind of level up and expect these great things to happen for us. So what does that look like for you? How are you wanting to grow? How are you wanting to not limit yourself anymore? So taking a look at that and seeing, how can we do our affirmations, things that make us, remind us who we are, when sometimes, again, we forget sometimes that who we are in our core is sometimes very different from what we do day to day. So it's reminding us and remembering who we are, and remembering we are also very big, just like universe. And the third card is a new dawn. So newness coming to the forefront. So kind of expecting something new, whether it's a different thought, a different calibration, and really letting go of what is behind. It says the worst is behind you, and positive and new experiences are on the horizon. So if you're following with this reading, probably went through something recently or a couple months ago, and you're ready for a new chapter, something new, something that you have been waiting for a while, whether it is intentional or not, but universe is bringing it to you. Newness. All right, and this is messages from angels. So 4 cards came out to me, so let's see. The first reading is from Maya, so I'll read it for you guys. It says, Maya says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. This actually came up last week as well. So get to reading, get to studying something new, something that you've been wanting to focus more on and grow in. Now is the perfect time for that. So yeah, and if you don't know what that is, spend some time by yourself, focusing, how we had the other reading as well. Spending time with yourself, saying like, what area can I grow in? What is calling your attention right now in this moment to kind of refocus? And yeah, it's time for personal growth, which is really, really awesome. Second card is Merlina. It says you're confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So some of you are on a brink of trying to make some form of decision, but you can't yet. And a lot of that has to do with not having enough information. So it ties in perfectly with the first card of kind of doing some research, trying to figure out what is your next step, because there's a lot of options. I'm sure that a lot of you are very, very talented and have a lot of options, and or thinking of, what should this next chapter be, right? Like it goes back to the first reading, right? A new dawn. Like what newness can I bring in? Because you probably have a lot of different things that you want to do, but the question is, which one are you going to focus on a little bit more? And it's just about doing research and studying a little bit more, right? Third card is Layla. And Layla says, spending time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions, and ask the angels to help you gain a new positive perspective. Beautiful. So again, it goes back to the water. So being in water, being near the ocean, in the shower, whatever it is, in the bath, to kind of help you recalibrate and remember who you are and what your heart desires at this moment, because it's desiring something that hasn't come into fruition yet, but it's in the works. And universe is usually talking to us when we're alone, when we have time to meditate and kind of reflect on ourselves by ourselves. That's when we can hear it a little bit better. So so make sure to take some time this week to really be by yourself. There's the ocean again. And the last one is Acacia. You're a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. It is no surprise that if you are here and you are following this reading, that you too have a lot of spiritual gifts, and maybe that's part of your calling right now, is to kind of focus a little bit more on that. And teaching people new things is a form of spirituality, especially if you're really, really passionate about it. So, influencing other people naturally is your calling. And so kind of reflecting on, what does that look like for this new chapter? How can I help teach someone something new? How can I teach them about themselves? How can I help them, read tarot cards, right? Like really reflecting on the skills that you naturally have, and bringing them out, right? And teaching somebody that may not know, or that they look up to you, and the way that you teach is going to help them versus somebody else. So really spending some time by ourselves this week to reflect on the things that we want, to create higher vibration for what we want and not settling, for creating new chapters and newness, and to really become a teacher of what we have, where we've grown, what we've learned, to help others in their path as well. So yeah, really cool. Really, really cool. So let me know if this reading resonates with you and what you're kind of thinking about. I would love to hear that. And yeah, let me know if you want a personal reading. I am doing personal readings right now. And then we can book it, and just DM me and we can book a session. All right, great. So I will talk to you guys soon. And yeah, great reading. Have a great week.